asking, how I do certain things in the songs that I've been producing, as far as getting my vocals in there, getting backup vocals in, and the reason I name myself, my artist name is CAI is because it's so AI heavy, but it's not. I do all the writing, come up with the lyrics, and I structure the songs with ChatGPT as far as like bridges, outros, and then just make sure that the rhythm is proper, like the rhyme sequence. I rhyme a lot of A, and sometimes Chat will help me out and say, nah, the end should sound like this a little bit, and use this rhyme structure. Keep the same lyrics, maybe tweak 10% of what I put down, but I'll run a dry vocal through. And then after I'm done with the dry vocal, I'll either master it before I throw it through Suno, and I'll write to a dry beat, or I'll write to a beat, or I'll write to not to a beat. I'll write a poem and I'll turn it into a song, and just get creative with it. And there's no boundaries to what I'm doing, because I'm not a specific style, right? I don't really. I can rap fast, I can rap slow, I can rap melodic, and that can all be tweaked, right, with the different tools that are out there nowadays. So if you're not using these tools, and you're out there and you're struggling in GarageBand, or trying to be in the studio and doing it like the 90s and the 2000s, you're wasting a lot of time, because there's a lot of flow, a lot of creativity just going through my mind all the time. I'm sure all of ours, any creators out there, or folks that want to be producing more, the tools are out there now to do it, and it's just the wave of the future. I could sit there and I could take 20 weeks, 2 weeks to make a song with a producer and go back and forth, or I can literally pump out 5 songs in a day, and maybe a video, and that would be impossible without the tools that are out there today. So really what I want to do is I keep getting people reaching out, being like, how are you throwing your voice like that? How are you deepening? How are you this? Obviously there's tools on GarageBand and all these other softwares that are out there. I'm new to this. I've only been doing this for 6 months. I wrote my first song, and it was a corny song. It was a intermittent fasting song. I wrote it. I wrote it to motivate my sister and I. We were on a diet, but it came out funny. And I was like, you know what? That's funny. It wasn't my voice on the track. I was like, oh, it'd be cool if I get my voice on the track, and it started there. And I was like, all right, let me write a song, and let's see how I get my voice on the track. So I just started doing the research and started throwing dry vocals in. Ended up buying a mic eventually. I was doing it all on my iPhone, and I'd sit in the bathroom with like covers over my head, like a down blanket, because that's what it said to do, to stop the noise from going out. And I'd be in the bathroom, just because that's like the little studio that I figured. And then I'd just take that and throw that into in a Suno, and hit the extender, and I would just be amazed with what would come out. It would be my exact voice over a track. And it actually helped me learn how to enunciate, and just like how to pause during beats, and syllables and things like that. It was really like training wheels, honestly, because I've been at this 6 months, and I have 30, 40 songs, and now I'm able to produce a whole song without it. I can do that now, but I choose not to, because it takes fucking forever. Excuse my French. I can get 10 songs done in a day. I can get 2 songs done, 3 songs in a day, like in one day. And I couldn't imagine taking months to produce something. Now, don't get me wrong, like a good quality song, like that takes weeks of emotion to come out, and right, you're like driving along and you get a hook, and then you write it down, and you take that hook, and a week later you're like, let me add to it, let me tweak it, go to make that song, it doesn't come out great. And then all of a sudden, you write something, a month, 2 months later, and then you combine them. and they come out fantastic. But it's a creative process. But yeah, anyway, so I'm getting people reaching out all the time, like, hey, you know, how you doing this, you know, by yourself? This is crazy. You know, people hire teams to do what you're doing, and that's what I want to show you. So you know, everyone that's been reaching out, I want to show you every single tool that I use. You know, it's all the way down from, you know, the creative process to you know, the development of the song through Suno, adding my voice to it, or running the dry beat through it, or the different, you know, beats that I'll write to, and then, you know, the thumbnails, the software to make the videos. You know, I use 10 different softwares for that. I've created my own custom chat GPT, which is another thing that we definitely should, you know, if you don't have that, you need to have that. But you can train it to have your exact flow, as long as you have, you know, 10, you know, 12 songs with your rhyme sequence, you know, recorded, the way you know, enunciate, things like that. There's ways to train it where it will write in your exact tone. And it's corny. It always writes corny shit. And, you know, and it's always using words like data and, I guess what it's used to, right? I guess it's a fucking machine. But, so anyways, you go in and tweak it. But that's if you wanted to just pump out some AI songs, or like you have like half a song done and you just want to get something out there, right? And then AI will, you know, finish structuring it, throw a couple lines in. And again, they're usually super corny, and you'll go in and change them. But you can do however you want, right? You can write 100% and just have it structured. You can write 90%, and, you know, a really good tool I use ChatGPT for is coming up with hooks, right? And I was watching what the hell's his name, Benny Blanco, and when he was working with Ed Sheeran, and he said something that just resonated. You know, he said, when we write, we just, you know, we use things that just people already say, right? Like go with the getting or get with the going, or you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose some, or just, you know, you can come up with 100 of them, right? Especially because you got ChatGPT. So you come up with a bunch of sayings, and then, you know, I'll start that way, and then just, you know, start on the creative process as far as like rhyme sequence and, you know, what kind of mood I'm in. Did I just go through a breakup? Am I fucking pissed? Am I, you know, happy? Am I in good mood? All depends. But, you know, anyways, I want to go over all these things, right? One step at a time. And yeah, so I want to break this up into segments, but I hope you have been enjoying any of the videos that I put out there so far. And you know, I'm going to continue to do it whether I ever make money off it or not. I really don't give a shit. It's honestly finally able to express myself and get some of the emotions out that have been bottled up that I didn't realize were really affecting me. So, you know, as an artist, or striving, you know, someone who wants to be, or, you know, doesn't have the confidence to be, or thinks, you know, they have it inside them or whatever, you can, the tools are out there, and no matter what, it's an amazing way to spend a pastime, you know, hobby, and just reflect as well, right? And then you get to write about what you want to write about. You know, and that's what I believe foremost, is that write for yourself. You know, there's all these people out there, you know, they're signed up with record deals and all that, and they got to write, hey, we need a sad album, right? We need you to go back to 1977 when you broke up with Nancy, and you need to feel that pain like they're an actor. But it's fun. I just love the fact, you know, where the music career is at, right, our industry is at right now, right? You have, you know, all these independent artists, they can do whatever they want, right? So that's where we're at. And I don't think there's a better time to be an artist. I don't think there's a better time to be a creator. There are so many opportunities out there to monetize if that's your goal, but just to do it for the love, right? Just I absolutely love it. It has become such an important aspect of my life, and I don't even know what I would do without it, right? Like, I go, an hour, I leave the house and I'm like, man, I just want to get back to the studio. I'll call it my bootleg studio with I got a green screen hanging in the back with I forget what they're even called right now, but like the pins that you can just pin to the wall. But that works for now. Not that I don't have the money to go get the stuff. I've just been lazy. I got to set it up. I got to, hide all the wires and do it right. But I figured just start making videos and see where it goes. So yeah, that's the gist of it. I'd like to walk you through the evolution of the process and how bad the songs were in this shit talk that I get on Instagram or Facebook or friends reaching out and like, I'm 41 years old, you're going to be a rapper? No, I'm just going to do whatever the heck I want that makes me happy. Because you know what? At the end of the day, we're all going to be on our deathbed going, man, I wish I fucking did that. Or I did that and it worked or it didn't work. Or it made me happy or it didn't. I think it's that simple, right? It's a lot of the stuff that I incorporate into the things that I try to focus on, right? Is, psychology, stoicism, the motivation, and really looking into the deeper meaning of life. And the whole point, right, is just get over the fear of who gives a shit. Because really, nobody cares, right? Like, you don't care. You don't know who I am. Like, you're going to go right back to thinking about yourself after this in 30 seconds. Hopefully something resonates. Maybe we'll connect. And maybe we'll build a friendship. But at this moment right now, it's just some guy talking on a screen that, does he know what he's talking about? Does he not? I'm just going to give you my experience and what I've experienced so far. And that's it. And then hopefully you can take something from that. And, that's the goal, right? And spread the love. Honestly, that's it, man. Love conquers all. I know this shit's corny, but I'm a fan of the Psychedelics, and that's actually what drove me to this in the first place. But that's a whole different story. And that's it. So, yeah. Hope you're ready for the journey, which has really just begun for me. So, all right.